Hi, my name is Dianne Ojar, and I am the author of My Inner Soul and You. I'm also the president and CEO of Olive Media Network. I am the experiential coach. I am a radio host, a TV host, an author. I'm also a master practitioner in NLP hypnotherapy, as well as a Tao hands practitioner. Pretty much that means I have healing hands. Yes, I do. These are healing hands. And because of that, in my journey, I discovered something so important that was the core of who I am. And I want to introduce that to you today. So please do send me any comments or messages that you may have after you've seen this. And this will be my contact information. It's info at theexperientialcoach.com. And the reason I say that is because you may have questions, and I'm here to serve you, and I would like to address those questions. Okay? Thank you. So, first of all, what it is do I want to tell you? Well, each and every one of us has an inner soul. Well, I call it the inner soul, but you do have a soul. You have a spirit, you have a breath of life, however you would like to address it. But at the end of the day, when you pass on and you stop breathing, this soul or spirit leaves your body. Now, if you did a great job of it, then something spectacular happens. But if not, then the soul has more work to do. So, what is a soul? So, here you go. The soul is the physical part, the non physical part, I should say. You, the physical part, the soul is the non physical part of a person, which is the core of emotions and one's character, and has a purpose and is on a journey to enlightenment. A journey is when we go home. Basically, that's what it is. One of the things about the soul here, it's not here to hurt you. It is not here to harm you. It is here to protect you. You know that gut feeling that you have, that intuition is like, hmm, I wonder. That's your soul. That's your spirit guiding you. It guides you. So, what does that mean? Well, your soul has been from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. And you're one of the vessels you just picked up in this life. Now, your whole lifetime is actually written out way before you even dream to exist in this particular time, this physical time. And the soul knows exactly what it wants to do. The unfortunate part of this is that just like you have your blood running through your veins, your DNA, your RNA, the soul also picks up traits along the way. And some are great and some are not that good. So we call that karma. And you here now to work out that karma for the soul that when it passes on to another lifetime, another soul, another vessel, then when I say soul, that means a person, it has a lot more work to do. So you got to do your best here to make sure it learns the lessons and knowledge it's seeking in this particular lifetime. So you make it better for the next. So, what I want to do right now is I want to have a conversation. And this is a conversation we all should be having, even myself, even a little bit more. And I have been having this because I work through a soul level. I work through soul marketing, through my business. I work through my soul. I connect with my soul. I connect with my soul like this. I connect with the divine. That's what that means. I have my healing hands, like I mentioned to you. And when I do healing, it's not me who's doing it. And I work in all areas of your life. So I'm not a personal coach, a business coach, a relationship, a sex coach, or anything to that effect. I am all of that. What does that mean? Well, you have to really work on yourself first before you can work on your business. Your personal life will lead you to your business life. Your personal life will dictate your business life. And one thing I will tell you that people will not invest with you And people will not care about you if they don't know that you care about them. How do you care about them? Well, you first got to learn that yourself, how to care about yourself. Okay, so on with the conversation. I have a very special guest, someone who's close and dear to my heart. So I am so thrilled to introduce Teddy. This is T. Teddy is going to be my inner soul today. And why? Because our inner soul is inside of us. But we got to listen. Teddy has a heart, just like I have a heart, just like you have a heart. And the inner soul guides us. Now, I do have spiritual channels open. I do. And I get guidance. Go and do a show. Okay. And it could be like a thought. That's your inner soul talking to you. That's your heaven's guide. Whether you want to believe it, you're divine. This is not about religion whatsoever. But you know you have something inside of you for those who are in the holistic space or even non-holistic space. But you wonder like, why am I good at this? Why am I not good at this? Why is Jane good at this? But then, why can I be like Jane? Oh, Jane is not, does more um, wrong things than I do. Well, that all has to do with your ancestors, which we'll talk about in a moment. Okay, cool. So, T, do you mind being my inner soul today? No, I would love to be your inner soul. Awesome. We always have to ask permission. So thank you for that. Okay. So here we go. Dianne, can we have a chat? Sure, inner soul. Absolutely. Well, I'm a little concerned. Do you agree there's something not right here? Yeah, I agree. But, I'm sorry, it's kind of hard to admit it sometimes. I know. That's why I'm here. So tell me what's the problem? Well, sometimes I feel like I can move one step forward and 10 steps backwards. And I'm doing everything the best I can. And I hope I'm doing a great job. But you are doing a great job, Dianne. But tell me exactly what's wrong. Well, I know I'm here to serve, and I was told I need to serve, and I know I'm here to serve, and I want to serve the world and help people. But it's a little challenging at times. So let me show I understand this, Dianne. You want to save the world. You, Ying, want to save the universe, which is the Yang. Interesting. How do you propose to do that? Well, I've done a lot of work. I've done a lot of training. I've done a lot of transformation. I've done a lot of release of my blockages. I've done a lot of the transformation of all the negative karma. But I know there's more to go. That is right, Dianne. Did you know that? Here's a little secret. Okay, I'm listening. That 50% of your challenges, the obstacles you run into, the hardship, the negative messages, what we call Shen, Jin, which is the soul, the heart, the mind, the body, and the matter. You see, the thing is, I am the boss. I tell your heart. I send the information to your heart. And then your heart processes it and sends it to your mind to transform it. And then it transforms the energy, and that's why you start to feel these things. And then it goes through your body as matter. But a lot of that comes, negative messages that's transformed throughout your body, comes from your ancestors. Did you know that? No, not exactly, but I've heard of it. And I wonder why it is that, some people are favored and some people are not favored. That's right, because they may have a grandparent or ancestor who did good healing, good job, served well, and the others may have not. Does that mean you're broken to be fixed? I don't know, am I? No, you're not. You're not broken to be fixed, Dianne, but you have work to do. So your ancestors who may have hurt others in the past have developed negative karma, negative messages, bad karma. And you, unfortunately, because of who your ancestors are in the past life, and it could be your physical ancestors in your bloodline, but it could be beyond that. Oh, well, that kind of makes sense. That's in my DNA and RNA? That's correct. So, what we do is we got to work on that. And how we do that, we need to get help. We need to get trained. We need to invest in ourselves, do the work, and do a lot of work and serve. Now, forgiveness is huge. Forgiveness practice is huge. So, we have to forgive our ancestors. For all those who may have hurt our ancestors, or we may have hurt, we ask forgiveness and we give forgiveness. Do you agree? Yeah. But what about me? And so, yes, you too. Anyone you may have hurt in thought, could be speech and action, and also those who have done that to you. You ask for forgiveness and you give forgiveness. Would that help? Yes, it will help. Oh, cool. So you're going to be with me when I'm doing these practices, correct? Yes, I am. So tell me what else is going on. Well, I had a friend who I thought was a friend, but she ended up being someone who hurt me daily. And there was a lot of pain because I really thought she was someone I trusted. I expected more. Ah, yeah, that's a word. Expected. When you expect things, you get disappointed because you get attached. And that's the key here. You have to detach. Because people only come on here for a while until they finish whatever it is lesson they need to teach you. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Think about it. Okay. How would that relationship be now in this time? Would it help you? Well, actually, no. It actually would have been more toxic. It was very toxic as well, and lots of drama. And she copied everything I did, more or less. Not that I mind you copying things, but there were so many characters. I'm not here to judge whatsoever. Right. So she's moved on. You've moved on. You moved up. You moved on. She also has to go on her journey. Hmm, that makes sense. Thank you. Tell me what else is going on. Well, I have a question for you, Inner Soul. Okay, go ahead. What about business? How does that affect my business? Good question, Diane. Well, in business, how you do one thing in your personal life also affects your business. I guess. No, no guess. Either yes or no. It does affect your business. Your personal life affects your business. So tell me what happened. Well, I had someone as a partner, and didn't kind of work out well because guess what? The same friend and the business partner, they were saying and doing things behind my back, which wasn't nice. I respected them, but I also have to take responsibility because I know I too just gave so much. I'm not perfect. I did responsibility. I should have taken more action. Yes, that's right. Good girl for understanding that when there's cause versus effect, you are to take responsibility and not blame. Yes, I don't blame them for everything that happened. I was surprised. but I took responsibility. But guess what? I actually moved on, and I got out of that and I rebranded. Good for you. Here's the thing. That didn't surprise me because I knew all of this and I knew we were going to have this conversation today. So, is there anything else you want to share with me right now? No, I believe that's enough for now. But I want to thank you so much for sharing this with me. And I promise you, I would spend more time with you and I will talk to you more often and have a conversation. Always remember, Deanne, and I am with you because if I hurt you, I hurt me. And that's not what we want. But thank you so much for listening. You know I'm here for you always, and thank you. I want to say to everyone, definitely, there's so much you can do, and there's so much more. And I want to leave this with you, with the elephant in the room, and understand that we can help. I can help as much as I can. The relationships and the finances and the health issues and everything else, because we have the mental, the physical, the emotional, the spiritual. We have to work on all of them collectively at the same time. And how I can help you with that, please do let me know. So I'm just going to leave this with you. And I hope you will understand some of the things that I do and how I can help you take your business and your personal life to the next level. And never hesitate to ask because you never know who's listening. You never know what can happen. So sit back and listen.
Hi, everyone. I just wanted to share a little bit about Dianne Ojar and her Elephant in the Room program. So, um, here's what I would say, to be very honest. When she first told me about it, I was like, okay, it sounds really cool. And yeah, I'm up for it. I'm willing to try. And I didn't really think I had a whole lot of issues to deal with. I think I'm pretty stable and centered and grounded, for the most part. But I said, you know what, we can always learn new things about ourselves. So I did it. And yeah, I was actually pretty surprised. Dion took me all the way back to like elementary school years. And there are two main issues. And I'll just share from my heart and soul because I think it's important so you can kind of get the gist. Um, One was I was told in school very early on that um, I shouldn't be moving so fast. How could I read so fast and, do things quickly? And so they told me basically to slow down. Um, some of the students in class who are kind of designated as like, like leader or star students or whatnot. There are two in particular that I can still actually remember their names, to tell you the truth, which was super interesting to me. That so it was still deep within me because usually you don't remember things from elementary school years for the most part. But I guess we still have things stuck within our heart and soul that we need to really look into. And so I can see in my life where that has many times actually held me back from my full potential and thinking that I had to be a certain way and support other people and maybe not shine as brightly, And the students that I mentor, I try to empower them and make sure that they shine, but I can see that I really need to look deeper into that piece. So that was one thing that I really tried to resolve. And for the most part, I see that that wasn't true, that everyone can shine and everyone just moves at the pace that they're supposed to move at. Faster, slower, we're all eventually going to get there. And that's important for people. And the other thing was my cultures. So I thought I was relatively grounded, centered, appreciating, all 6 different nationalities. But I realized I had a lot of like Asian culture and experience and appreciation, but I didn't realize that my Polynesian side, I didn't appreciate as much. And she took me all the way back to like kindergarten, actually. Um, it's a little bit like regression, right? Regression therapy, but times in your life, key points where, sometimes they're very painful and your soul goes in a different direction because it's just so painful. So she took me all the way back where I remember that um, there was just some like fighting, arguing, let's just put it that way, mildly. and it wasn't cool, you know, to be a certain way and a certain look a certain way, and it wasn't acceptable, you know, and to speak a certain way, you need to be a certain color. And now I can kind of really remember those times. And I'm really grateful because I didn't think that it was, you know, something really significant. But as I look back in my life, I'm like, you know, I can see where I need to like really appreciate all my culture. And there's beauty in every single culture. And just because people think a different way about who you are or what, or they have stereotypes, or most of the time they're not really true. That's a label that people put on other people so that they can fit in, so they can feel better about themselves. And so I really had to like take inventory. And I'm really grateful to Dianne because the session really explored those two things. And I would have never in my wildest dreams even thought that they were really significant, traumatizing events in my life. But I can see that they played a big role in a lot of my life. So I want to thank Dianne for, you know, really moving and flowing with her heart, for being really guided to help people. And truly, I know from just working with her that, you know, on the radio, we're co-hosts together, Divine Soul Journey, but I know her off stage, I know her on stage, and she's truly just one big heart of love. She truly wants to empower people. She wants to see people do well, and she wants to see people shine. So if this is something that you really want to do and you are curious about, please contact her. I think you will have an amazing experience, and I'm very excited for you and for her, and to find out what your elephant in the room is.
Well, thank you so much. And I want to say on that note, that's my contact information. It's info@theexperientialcoach.com. And I hope that you enjoy this, and I hope you enjoy the full article and the chapter. And I look forward to hearing and working with each and every one of you. All the best to you in your personal life and your business. This is Dianne saying blessings to each and every one of you. Take care. Goodbye.